Hello. How are you today? Good. Have you been to this clinic before? No? Okay. Well, I'm Dr. Abram. I'm going to be assessing you today and looking you over. Have you filled out any paperwork with us yet? No? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started on that so we can do your physical exam and get you on out of here. Okay, can I get your name? Okay. And your address. Alright, your date of birth. And your social security number. Okay. And what is your occupation? Okay. How about your employer? And the address. Okay. Do you know the phone number there? Okay. And does it have an extension number? Excellent. Okay. So, what are we here for today? Just a general checkup. Okay, so do you have any kinds of pain? How has everything been going? Okay, so your back's kind of been bothering you a little bit. And where's the location of the pain? Okay, so in your lower back. And what does the pain feel like? Okay. Do you have any swelling? No. Okay. Any loss of function? You can still bend and everything works properly. You can still use your back though, right? Okay. And about how long does the pain last? Alright. Do you take anything for it? What makes it feel better? Okay. So you put a hot pack on. Hot packs. Do you take any over-the-counter medication for it? Sometimes Advil. Okay. And what makes the pain worse? Okay. Alright, let's see. Have you had any joint or muscle pains? How about any other illnesses? Okay. Have you had surgery or any injuries in the past 6 months? Okay. And are you on any medications right now? Just for blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure. Do you know the name of the medication you've been taking? Okay. Alright. Do any of your immediate family members have any medical conditions that could be passed to you? Alright. And are you a smoker? Do you smoke or do you drink? On occasion. Okay. What are your exercise habits like? Okay, that's pretty good. Alrighty. So that's all really good information to have. Let's see what else we need to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is take your blood pressure. So I'm going to put this cuff onto your arm. And I am going to pump it. And So 120/80 is perfectly normal. And that's, I guess your blood pressure medication is doing its job, because that's a fine number to have. So, next thing is I am going to take your heart rate. So, some doctors like to use the stethoscopes. I personally just like to use the good old way that we used to do it before the stethoscopes became popular for it. So if you don't mind, if I could just see your wrist really fast, I'm just going to put these 2 fingers right here, and I'm just going to hold it down and count for about 30 seconds. So do you have any problems with your heart? Do you ever feel like it's not beating properly, or? No, it sounds pretty normal. Okay. The rate so far feels pretty good. You have a very strong pulse. Okay. So, you averaged about 30 beats for 30 seconds. So we're just going to times that by 2, and 60 beats per minute is perfectly normal. And later on, we're going to listen with the stethoscope and make sure that I hear no arrhythmias and no murmurs. So far so good though. Next, I'm going to listen to your respiration rate. So I'm going to go around to the back of you, and I'm going to take my stethoscope, and I'm going to listen to you breathe. So if you could just take a deep breath in and breathe out. If you could just do that a couple times for me. Thank you. Just like that. That's perfect. Okay, I'm going to listen to the other side. Excellent. Okay, so your breathing sounds great. I don't hear any fluid in your lungs, so that looks good. Now we're going to move on to your temperature. So before I do that, I'm going to take out the thermometer. It's clean, I promise. We sanitize very well after every patient. I am going to put on some sanitizer before I touch anything on your face and look you over. So I'm just going to put some in my hand. Would you like some? Okay, here you go. And I'm just going to rub this in. Make sure everything's nice and clean before I go touching on your face. So, I'm going to take your temperature. If you don't mind opening your mouth like this, and lift your tongue up. Okay, go ahead and close your mouth. Okay. This takes about 20 seconds to read. Okay, so it was at 98.6, which is perfect. That is a great number to be at. So I'm just going to write this down on my notes. Okay, now I am going to look inside your mouth, the back of your throat, make sure everything looks so good. And then I'm going to look inside your ears. So if you don't mind just saying ah for me. I'm just going to look inside your mouth. So the back of your throat looks a little bit irritated. Have you been coughing a lot? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks a little sore and it looks like it has some redness, but you should try washing or gargling with salt water. and it'll kill any bacteria that is hiding back there. That should take the redness and the soreness away. I'm gonna look inside your cheeks. Okay, everything looks really good. And I'm gonna take a look inside your ears. I'm not gonna put this in your ears, I'm just gonna kind of use it to pull back parts of your ears that I need to look inside. So I'm gonna look in this one. Have you had any ear pain at all? No? Okay. Well, this ear looks very clean. And I see no redness, no swelling, and no irritations anywhere. I'm gonna look inside of this ear. Same with this ear, no redness, no swelling, no irritations. Okay, your ears look great. And now I'm just gonna assess your physical conditions. So I'm gonna take a look at your skin and make sure everything looks fine, which it does. Everything looks great. I'm gonna look into your eyes. If you don't mind just following this finger really quick. Okay, excellent. And any problems with your eyes, change in vision? No, that's good. Okay, let me just look into your eyes. To pull up your eyelid a little bit. This one too. Okay, those look great. How about your nose? Has your nose been feeling fine? Okay. And let me take a look at your body. So your arms look fine and everything. Okay, so I guess the main concern is your back. So from your occupation, since you do a lot of lifting, some back irritation is, it's not a surprise that you have some pain in your back. I think that what you're doing is good, that when you heat your back up, it relaxes the muscles. It takes away a lot of the pain and a lot of the stress on your back. So that is a really good idea. I think that anytime you feel pain coming on, you should take an ibuprofen, Aleve, something that is going to help the pain before it starts. But it's really good to get it before it gets bad, so that you don't have to go home, you don't have to lay down, and it doesn't make you immobile for the rest of the day. So it's a really good idea. The hot packs, definitely. A warm bath is always a good idea. And even shoes, if you have really good supports in your shoes, that'll help take away the back pain as well. So I think that I'm going to write you a prescription for some pain medication. I'm going to send you home with about 12 days worth. And it's going to be, let's see, I'm going to give you enough so that you can take up to two a day if it's feeling really bad and you need some pain relief. But do not operate heavy machinery on this, and make sure that if you feel drowsy or if there are any side effects, they're going to say it on the bottle, but make sure that if you are showing any, that you stop taking it and come see me, and I will write you a prescription for another one. So whenever you feel any pain, take 2 of them. You can take them with or without a meal. It's not going to make a difference. But yes, just make sure that if you show any of the side effects on here, that you do not take anymore. Okay? Alright, well, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to see you. And if anything gets worse, please make sure to come see me. And if everything goes fine, then you can come and I will refill your prescription. And I will see you next year for your general exam. Okay.